Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to race number 2 of the 4-part series that is the NNSCRA International Race of Champions. We are here at Talladega Superspeedway in Talladega, Alabama. You saw the starting lineup for today's running of this event already. And the starting lineup here today is determined by the finishing order reversal as it was at Daytona, which means the man who starts from the pole for this race finished last at Daytona. The man who won at Daytona starts this race last in the position.
Drivers, start your engines.
And you hear the commands been given to fire the engines here. As 12 equally prepared Pontiac Firebirds get ready to go racing here at the world's fastest speedway, Talladega. We saw a great race at Daytona International Speedway with I think about 24 lead changes in that race. This race is 38 miles long, 38 laps long, 101 miles in this race. As you see, Connor Morgan on the pole for today's running in this event. Alongside of him is the red car of Charles Sanford. And one car actually is on the pits there. That's the purple car, Seth Cole. The president of the NNSCRA, sitting in the pits, he believes to be one of our 3 in-car camera cars for today's running of this event. And we're getting set to run here for 38 laps the distance of this race here at Talladega Superspeedway. Connor Morgan leads there. Charles Sanford is on the outside lane. As the green waves for 38 laps of distance, and we are underway at Talladega, round number 2 of the International Race of Champions. Out front goes Connor Morgan in the medium blue machine. Trent Dunham in the yellow car, running in second position, trying to take second position from the red car of Charles Sanford as they go into third turn now. Dunham goes the inside lane. He wants to take the lead in this race. There, our in-car camera cars would be Seth Cole, who's sitting on pit road right now, as we saw earlier, along with Levi McIntyre and Charles Sanford. Start-finish line, Trent Dunham leads the first lap of this race here. The first lap averaged at 158.286 miles an hour, but this lap's going to be much faster. We saw lap speeds at Daytona at almost 180 miles per hour. We expect to see the same here at Talladega as these cars get up to speed. Outside goes the dark green car, Jessica Shelton, trying to take second place away from the orange car. That would be Jordan Davis, who started outside pole at Daytona. Davis finished second at Daytona to Levi McIntyre, who is in the gold car here today as they go down 3 wide now. The aqua color machine, that is Michael Norman going for the number 1 spot, and he'll take the lead. And that second lap at over 178.119 miles per hour. And going into third position now, Brandon Gonzalez in the cream color machine in second position now. Battle for third happening here. That's the lime green car, Anthony McCurry, to the inside, representing the Oreo Truck Series. And going to the inside now goes Charles Sanford, outside poster in the red car. He'll take the number 2 position. On board Charles Sanford's car, rev cam on his machine. And also the rear bumper cam from Charles's car, looking right at the silver car of Sean Henley. Again, ignore the names on the side of those cars, by the way. Backstretch now. Sean Henley takes the lead in the silver car. Here comes the dark blue machine. That would be Chris Dodd. And here comes the inside lane. That's Connor Morgan, the outside pole sitter representing the Walmart Cup Series. He'll take the inside lane. He'll take the lead. And right there behind him, Jessica Shelton in the dark green car. And they are side by side racing. Who's going to lead this lap of this race? That's going to be Shelton, who will lead the lap by just a smidgen over the car of Connor Morgan as they go into turn number 1 now. 5-car draft on the inside lane. Shelton in the dark green car. Jordan Davis in the orange car. Levi McIntyre in the gold car. The yellow car is Trent Dunham in the cream colored machine. That's Brandon Gonzalez. And right behind him in the red car is Charles Sanford. So go down the backstretch, and now inside goes Jordan Davis in the orange car. He'll take the number 1 spot. He's got Levi McIntyre shoving him in the gold car. And Levi has our in-car camera for this race. We have roof cams, bumper cams, in-car cams. Levi's the only one that has one. Charles has the bumper cam, and all cars have the roof cam on their machines there. You see the tachometer right smack in the center of your screen. And the tach at about 6,200, maybe 6,300 RPMs, or maybe 6,250 in some cases. As we said, the tachometer never moves at Daytona or Talladega. They may at the next stop on the tour at Michigan. The next for round 3 of the IROC. And now McIntyre has the lead. Sanford in second position. Here comes the Aquacar car that is Michael Norman. Lime green car behind him. That's Anthony McCurry as they go down the start-finish line. McIntyre leads the lap. And he and Norman are at it again here. And in the turn 1, here comes McCurry. In the lime green machine, he'll take the number 1 spot. He's got his buddy Sean Henley behind him in the silver machine. Averaging 174.256 miles an hour after 6 laps of this race here, which we'll have 32 laps to go. Still plenty of racing left to go in this 100-mile International Race of Champions. Chris Dodd running in second position in the dark blue car. That's the medium blue car. That's Connor Morgan as he goes inside lane as he'll shove Chris Dodd. But nope, Connor wants to take the lead in that medium blue car with the help of Jessica Shelton. And that lap being led by Dodd as they go into turn number 1 once again here. Here comes the dark blue machine. That is Connor Morgan to the number 1 spot now. Fast lap is raced by Michael Norman at over 179 miles an hour. Here comes the orange car that is Jordan Davis. He'll take the number 1 spot. We saw Seth Cole back on the racetrack right now in the purple car. Had some kind of a problem with his machine that would not start the race, and had to pull it on the pit road there. You're on board Seth Cole's car for the roof cam. And that's how fast you only go if you're by yourself, only 168 miles an hour compared to the cars we saw with McIntyre and Sanford. The last time by just over 157.58, only 170, I should say, 0.58 miles an hour. And he is now 3 laps down right now. Seth Cole is, unfortunate for him, as they come to start-finish line. He's about a half a track, I think, away from getting lapped for the 4th time here today. Inside lane comes Trent Dunham in the yellow car as he goes inside now of the orange car of Jordan Davis. They go to the turn number as they go to the start-finish line. Dunham leads the first. Dunham leads that lap. But here comes the aqua car, Michael Norman, with the help of Anthony McCurry to the inside lane. He's in that lime green car. Just an explosive start to this race here. 9 laps in the books here. Just about to complete the 10th lap here, which will have 28 to go after this race. At this race here, as they come to start-finish line here, McCurry goes inside. He'll take the number 1 spot. He's got this blue car, dark blue car, I should say, of Chris Dodd. He'll go to second. Connor Morgan and the cream car of Brandon Gonzalez down in the inside lane. Now Connor goes up the track. Brandon goes low on him. And boy, look at this guy's here, 4 wide. Up the track there momentarily. Dunham goes to the high side. He'll go to the back of the pack now. Well, not last place at least, but he'll be in the back of the pack. But what a drive that was to the inside lane. Here comes Gonzalez to the inside lane on the dark blue car of Chris Dodd. Now Gonzalez takes second, third, or trying fourth, or to Shelton with the shove from Sean Henley in the silver car. And here comes Gonzalez to the inside of McCurry. Now Shelton wants to join in on here. Gonzalez in that cream car sandwiched in between. Gonzalez in the cream car sandwiched in between 2 green cars. And Shelton by just a nose led that lap. As we said, this pack here over 178 miles an hour, just like we saw at Daytona. And here comes that orange car. That's Jordan Davis to the inside lane. Sanford goes underneath Shelton as well, but now Jordan Davis goes by them both. They're 3 wide, about maybe a couple of rows deep or so. Roof cam from Levi McIntyre's car. Take a lap around Talladega with him. See how fast these cars go down Talladega. We saw how fast they would do at Daytona. See off turn number 2, 175 miles per hour at this point. 176. Just a little bit, 177 miles an hour as you see Michael Norman going to the inside lane here, 177 miles an hour to stay from McIntyre. And down a little bit to 174 miles an hour. Off turn 4, 175, 76, 177, 176 again. That time by for McIntyre, 177.70 miles per hour. Almost 4 wide again. They're down to turns 1 and 2. And we hear a lap car off in this. That would be the car Seth Cole. He's coming out of turn 4. The leaders are going into turn 3 at the moment, so they are closing in. It may be about a few laps or so before they catch the president of the NNSCRA in that purple machine. And I say Seth hopes to not have the purple car again when they head to Michigan for the next stop for the next round of the series. Only a 4-race series, I should say. There's 2 left. Michigan is the 3rd stop, and in Indianapolis to decide the championship of the NNSCRA International Racing Championship. This is a one-time deal, by the way. Down the backstretch, Shelton now with the lead here with Charles Sanford behind her in second. On board Charles Sanford's car. And he takes the lead into turn number 3. Now for that rear bumper cam looking right at that yellow car of Trent Dunham. That last time by for Sanford, 178 miles an hour. Now Dunham goes for the number 1 spot, and he's got it with the help of the green car of Brandon Gonzalez. And he's got Jordan Davis in third line car in the line, the orange car. McIntyre running in the gold car. He's in that mix as well. Here comes Gonzalez going for the lead. But nope, here comes that yellow car. That's Jordan Davis. He'll take the number 1 spot again. And now that petty blue machine, that is Connor Morgan, the pole sitter for this event. Coming to start-finish line there to complete the 16th lap. They will have 22 to go, so almost halfway through this round of the International Race of Champions. For the NNSCRA, the purpose of this series is to celebrate 5 years of the NNSCRA. Some of them were the recent champions of a series. Like, for instance, Jessica Shelton. The reason why she's in is that she's the last champion of the Snickers Cup, as well as Jordan Davis, who's the last champion of Mobile One Cup. Here, Chris Dodd was the previous champion of the Hershey's Cup Series, and that man, Anthony McCurry, was the man who ran the Oreo Truck Series. So some of these guys who are in the field are the ones who ran in an NNSCRA series. Guys like McCurry, guys like Dunham, guys like, of course, Seth Cole, as well as Sean Hanley. Reason why he's in as well, he ran the Amp Energy Cup Series and still runs it now. That's probably among the requirements they have that they are why they are in this series. Although I do feel a little bit guilty on doing this myself, though, because I pretty much should have asked Seth what his roster really should have been. Why am I doing this? Anyway, Shelton goes to the inside lane. She'll take the lead on the lime green car of Anthony McCurry here, and she's got Sean Hanley behind her. Charles Sanford, Brandon Gonzalez, Levi McIntyre, and Jordan Davis to the inside lane. 3 wide racing, McCurry, Sanford, and Gonzalez. And McIntyre just about made it 4 wide into turn number 1. McIntyre will take forward. Shelton now takes the lead. And now here they come, up to that lap car, Seth Cole. You remember Seth Cole's here had some sort of failure on the start of the racer. That's why he didn't join the starting lineup when they came across for the green flag. Now they caught that purple car. Let's see what happens when they catch up to that purple car, Seth Cole. Something else in the inside lane may have problem here. Shelton goes to the outside of Seth's car, uses that purple car as a pick. And Shelton's now all alone out in front now here as Seth Cole. Let's remember by him getting joined this pack 30, that's going to give him drafting momentum. That is to say, of course, his car will be faster, just like will be fast just like the rest of the bunch in his pack, even though he's a lap down. There's a look from the copter cam. Shelton still leads the race here. Now inside goes Connor Morgan for second place. I mean, actually, he is in second place. In the third place car is Michael Norman. Seth Coles, remember, the purple car is a lap down. Actually, it's now 4 laps down, actually, the purple car and the here hugging behind Shelton in that line, in that dark green car. And now battle inside for the lead. There goes Michael Norman in that aqua car. He and Connor Morgan and Shelton battling it out for position. And now Jordan Davis joins in on this mix now. Here comes Davis to the inside for the lead. 3 wide, 3 rows deep. And now we have a whole 12-car field in IROC right now here at Talladega. On board Seth Cole's car from the roof cam, looking for going inside of Jessica Shelton's car. Gets past her, gets past Connor Morgan. If anything, Seth may be the spoiler on all of this. He can still play the role of spoiler. See here, because of course, not to mention because of him being packing the cars, though, he could possibly determine this outcome of this race, even though he's not in contention. To the lead goes Jordan Davis in that orange car. He's got a bit of a lead there, but the pack catches up back to him on the backstretch. Average speed just past halfway, 176.5 miles an hour. They have 15 laps to go this time by to see who will take round 2 of IROC here at Talladega. Second place is Chris Dodd in that dark blue car. Here comes Anthony McCurry in the lime green car. McIntyre tried to squeeze between McCurry and Shelton, but that didn't work, and McIntyre goes to the high side. It looks like he might get hung out. Charles Sanford tries to go inside, but now he gets stuck in the middle. Jordan Davis out in front. McCurry is still second. Now Connor Morgan trying to take third spot away from the dark blue car, Chris Dodd. Jessica Shelton with the fastest lap of the race at 179.46 miles an hour. And inside goes Connor Morgan for the number 1 spot, the medium blue machine. He'll dive inside, takes the lead from McCurry. Now he's got the purple car, Seth Cole, behind him. Remember, as I said, Seth's 4 laps down. He could get in front of this bunch and make it 3 laps down. But if you're in a drafting pack, as I said, that can all change 1 lap to the next. Here comes that aqua car to the inside. That's Michael Norman. He wants to challenge for the lead on that blue car of Connor Morgan to the inside lane. Here comes the silver car, Sean Henley. He wants to join in on the fun too, as he gets around the green color car of Brandon Gonzalez. Chris Dodd hanging out there in the back in the dark blue colors. Norman goes up the track. Here comes Henley to the inside. He'll take second. McIntyre right behind him. Also the yellow car, Trent Dunham, and dark blue car, Chris Dodd. Orange car, that's Jordan Davis. Here comes McIntyre to the inside lane. Henley goes up the middle. And oh my gosh, here comes Dunham. They're going to go 4 wide into turn 3. And what a power move by Trent Dunham in the yellow car. He'll take the lead now. Goes from 4th to 1st in 1 turn. As Kyle Petty often would say, that's incredible. So Trent Dunham with a bonsai move in the into turn number 3 takes the number 1 spot. Only for the moment, because here comes Charles Sanford in that red car. He'll make the move to the inside lane. Got Sanford, Davis, and Shelton leading that top 3, leading the 3 cars, leading the bottom group. And here comes Davis back to the inside again. Charles Sanford fighting on that outside lane as they go down to 3rd and 4th turns now. Start finish line they come. Jordan Davis out in front in the orange car. Coming for 11 laps to go. This completes lap number 27 of 38. Davis in 1st, Shelton 2nd, 3rd is now Gonzalez. Or trying for 3rd is Gonzalez inside of Trent Dunham for the number 1 spot. Davis has the lead. Here comes Gonzalez to the inside lane. Looked like he's going to go for the lead, but nope. Michael Norman decides he wants to go for the lead in the aqua-colored machine. He's got Sean Henley shoving him in a silver car, and oh gosh, here we go again. Henley tries to go, almost made it 4 wide. In fact, they are going to go 4 wide for that number 3 spot, or no, yeah, for the 4th spot. 4 wide, 2 rows deep. That is, and on other tracks it could mean disaster, but these IROC cars, they are showing the confidence in these machines that they can race these cars. Inside lane, and they're still 4 abreast as they come out of turn number 4. And now they got it down to about 3 wide now. Into the lead goes car number 10, or was that car 12 that led the lap? It was that dark blue car, Chris Dodd, who led the lap by just a bumper length. It was by 4,000th of a second that Chris Dodd led the lap over Levi McIntyre. And here comes the yellow car to the inside. Trent Dunham, he'll take the number 1 spot now as they come down for, it'll be 8 laps to go this time by, completing 30 laps. As Kenny Rogers says, this is the part of the race where you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. But here comes Shelton to the inside of Dunham for the number 1 spot. And boy, it's going to be close to the start-finish line. I think Dunham got it. Nope, Shelton got it that lap. That's the spectator view you see right there. Backstretch, there you see the cream-colored car, Brandon Gonzalez, trying for that 3rd spot. Behind the orange car, Jordan Davis. Now Jordan Davis goes inside of Shelton for the number 1 spot. Dips down and he has the lead in that orange machine. Gonzalez trying for 2nd. And there comes that petty blue car. That's Connor Morgan representing Walmart Cup. On the inside lane, he's going to try for 3rd spot on Shelton as they go down the start-finish line. 7 laps to go at Talladega in round 2 of the International Race of Champions and for the NNSCRA. Gonzalez takes that number 2 spot, or takes the lead, I should say. Connor Morgan to the inside. Here comes Norman trying for that second spot, though. He's got the Chevron Chris Dodd in the dark blue car. And in fact, Norman will take the lead in that aqua colored machine. Best you can do on any given race is put yourself in a position to win, and circumstances will dictate the outcome. And that's the rule of thumb in any kind of racing. Of course, I'm one to talk to, seeing as how they always try to tell me that in online racing. But that's another story. Back to the race here at Talladega. Here, 6 laps to go. Norman takes the lead in the second position. Goes McCurry. Third is now Levi McIntyre in that gold-colored car. On board Levi McIntyre's car from that roof cam. He decides to go with McCurry in that lime green car, doesn't he? No, he dumps McCurry. He stays with his wrestling buddy Michael Norman in that 8 in that aqua colored car. Now you got Henley. Now you got Connor Morgan. Here comes Henley to the inside. We see him inside McCurry for the number 1 spot. And Henley, by just a bumper, led that lap as we continue to ride with McIntyre. Sean Henley out in front. Here comes that red car to the inside. That's Charles Sanford. In that red machine, he'll take the number 1 spot. Trent Dunham, right behind him in second. Third is in the third car in the lane. Shelton, Jordan Davis, and that green car, Brandon Gonzalez. Now Seth Cole dives inside of Gonzalez. And there comes Dunham to the inside lane on Sanford. He's got it now with 4 laps to go. Davis to second position now as they come out of turn number 2, backstretch. And to the lead goes Brandon Gonzalez as Seth Cole shoves him now. Remember, Seth Cole is 4 laps down. So Seth Cole looks to me like he's going to be starting from. Well, actually, no. Seth Cole actually will be. According to. Well, at Michigan, they will actually be starting by alphabetical order of your first name at Michigan, so Seth will actually be starting in the back anyway. He'll start this race in the 10th position, or that race in the 10th position for round 3 at Michigan. Inside now goes McIntyre. He'll dive inside of Seth Cole to the inside. Now he goes to second position and getting past Norman. Now here comes Connor Morgan in that medium blue car. Chris Dodd, Sean Henley, they are all in this mix now. The inside lane versus the outside lane, as it has been all race long at Talladega. As they come to the start-finish line, this completes lap number 36. 2 laps to go. Almost 3 wide to start finish line. 4 wide into turn number 1. That was for second place. Sean Henley's got it in that silver car. McCurry right behind in that lime green car. They know the white flag will be up this time by. And here comes Charles Sanford. He's got the help from his buddy Jessica Shelton in that dark green car. Sean Henley, the silver car, out in front. Here comes the start-finish line. Here comes Sanford. Here comes Shelton. 3 wide. Start-finish line. White flag. 1 more lap to go. 37 in the books, and this is it. Shelton to the lead for the moment. Here comes Trent Dunham right there behind. Seth Cole, as I said, the lap car, what he does may be the key. Seth goes to the inside lane. Dunham to the outside. But backstretch there, hooked up behind Seth Cole is Jordan Davis in that orange car. As they come to start finish line, here comes Michael Norman. They go 4 abreast down the start. They go 4 abreast to the third and 4 turns now. Seth Cole dives the inside lane. Who hooks up with Seth? It's Michael Norman. Start finish line they come. Norman to the inside. Does he get Shelton? Start finish line they come. Norman to the inside. It is... I don't know. And the score set here, and the ticker says Jessica Shelton did hold off Michael Norman to win at Talladega. Unbelievable. Seth Cole, I said what he does maybe the key. Turned out it was the key here at Talladega. Jessica Shelton gets her first Talladega win in the NNSCRA as she takes home round 2 of the International Race of Champions. Average speed 176.947. Jessica Shelton wins the race. Second position Michael Norman, 28 hundredths of a second, or 28 thousandths of a second I should say, short of winning that race. Third spot was Levi McIntyre. Fourth Brandon Gonzalez. Fifth Jordan Davis. Sixth Anthony McCurry. Seventh Trent Dunham. Eighth was Connor Morgan. Ninth was Charles Sanford. 10th was Chris Dodge. Sean Henley drops to 11th. And unfortunately for Seth Cole, after problems, he ends up 3 laps down now in the 12th position. So I guess you must say for Seth it all worked out. And Michael Norman just about got that shove from Seth Cole, just about timed that one right, but came up just a bit short. Jessica Shelton takes round 2 at the International Race of Champions from Talladega Superspeedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, whatever we desire here in our races, gaming videos, whatever we desire on this channel. You have it here today. You have it here on this NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. So round 3 will be at Michigan Speedway, which will be lined up according to alphabetical order by first name. So that's going to be it there. So for until then, it's James Qualls has been production in the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.